Welcome, Capricorn, to your May love reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. Doing straight over here. This is a new love only. Either you just met this person or you're going to meet this person. Okay. Or maybe you have an eye on someone that you might like to make a new love, or they have their eye on you. Let's see what's going on over here. This is not for your exes coming back or any kind of reconciliation with someone you've already dated or been in a relationship with. Brand new relationship. Okay. Best message, please. This one says, give the relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So it could be somebody that's coming in that you're saying, I'm not sure if I really want to be with this person, right? I'm not sure if I want to give them a chance, right? Or it could be even the other way around, but otherwise it's kind of like, I'm not sure. But it says, work with your partnership. Let's go, right? Let's at least try this out. Okay, Spirit. How is this relationship going to work? Yeah, making the effort. Really needing to make the effort. Whether it's you or them, somebody needs to make the effort, right? If you're bringing in this new love and you're like, you know what, I would really like to date you, and they're kind of, I'm not sure, then they really need to make this work. For a lot of you, I feel like it could be you, but you really need to get to know each other. Once you kind of get to know each other, right? And maybe that's it too. I don't know, It seems like there could be something a little bit different about this person. It's definitely new love. Thank you, Spirit. Right, some of you are trying to release your ex. Some of you might still have your ex in your mind, or maybe they do. Take it how it resonates. Okay, but somebody needs to release the energies of their ex so that this new love can really, come through. Okay. For some of you, it could even be the children are involved. Not sure if I want to take this new love because my children, right? Not sure how they're going to deal with my children. That's for some of you, not all of you. You don't have children. Okay. It is safe for you to love. And maybe that's for a lot of you. You know what? This new love comes into your life. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you don't feel like you want to give this person a chance. I'm just worried more about my children. I still have the ex on the mind. I don't know if I want to really get to know you. Right? But they are coming in. Okay. Clarify on this person for us, Spirit. This is a person who is very spontaneous, could be a Sagittarius or an Aries, a person who, is ready for a new beginning. This person is ready for a relationship. They really want you to take the opportunity with them. They feel like you are holding back. I do believe it's you holding back, the majority of you. And they really want you to take the leap of faith with them. They really want you to give them a chance. They feel like you're not really open to receiving, the offers that they're giving. So they feel like, you know what, I have possibilities, and I would love for this to work. Okay. They see you as, the lack of commitment to them, or wanting the lack, or lack of commitment. Like, I'm not really, you know what I mean? I'm going on a few dates with you, however. So they do feel like you're holding back. You are procrastinating. You're kind of like, might even be learning from a little failure. You may need some healing that needs to be done. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to get your emotional status back before really taking new love in. So, kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Right? So it just feels like this is not, for you, it just doesn't feel like the type of person that you really want to involve yourself with, really, right? So it's new love interest, right? Them really wanting to come towards you, but they do feel like, you're emotionally, I'm going to say, kind of unavailable. Okay. Yeah. Kind of resisting, right? But Spirit's like, you get to know each other. You might find that you have more um, things in common, but you do feel like you have personal beliefs that maybe they're not really holding on to, but you're just not sure. I think there's more of an unsurety going on with this. When you guys meet this person, or if you're already, just started intermixing with this person, I feel like it's more of an I'm not sure about this. Will they get along with my kids? Still healing from my ex, or if maybe I even wanted my ex back and this new person came through. I don't know if I want to get to know anybody right now. It's new. It just feels very unsure. I feel like you feel unsure about this connection. You're not really the type that I usually date, or maybe they're younger than you. Maybe you date older. Maybe they're too old. I don't know. It just feels like there's some unsure footing over here. They really want to make this leap of faith toward you. They really want you to take this new offer for a new relationship, but I just don't feel like you are really feeling it. See, you don't really feel like this person's going to give you the Nine of Cups. If you're manifesting a person, you just don't feel like this is the one. Is this like testing my commitment? It just doesn't feel like they're. I don't know. They really want you to give them a chance, though. They're like, give me a chance. And you're like, I don't know. Let's figure out why. What's going on over here? You just really don't seem as interested. So it's like, I'll go on a couple of dates with you or whatever, try to get to know you, but I don't know. I just don't think you're. For some of you, I think you think they're flirty too fast. They're like moving too quick. Right? And you're still in like the forgiving and learning area over here. You're still trying to heal. You're still trying to do things. The attraction is upside down. So you're not super duper attracted to this person. Right? And yeah, for a lot of you, you just went through a separation. Oh, I seen it. Where'd it go? That's retreat, but you went through a separation. Thank you. Wow, okay, so retreat. So we go separation, retreat. So you just went through a separation, so you're kind of on your own little retreat, your own little space over here, and this person kind of wanders right into you. They seem really flirty, right? And I just don't, guys, this one's really weird. The new love interest for you is just something you're not feeling. They're not going to be as attracted, they're attracted to you, you're just not feeling it. So the new person that's coming towards you, you're just not going to, it just doesn't look like you're really going to. For some of you, this person will be here within the next few weeks, just at the end of May. And it just feels like, you know what? It's kind of crazy, though, because look at this. The situation will improve. Huh? So it's like you're not super attracted to them the way you usually are attracted to people. But it's kind of crazy because this card just popped up and said, now I see give your relationship a chance, because you actually will find out that this situation can improve. Yeah, it says improving health. As you're improving health and feeling better, releasing your ex and doing all those things, and the more this person's kind of hanging around, yeah, it says you're going to trust them a little bit more. There's some trust that's coming through. So it's almost like they're kind of hanging around, not going anywhere. This is very interesting reading. So, okay, so the way that I'm seeing this, is you could have been manifesting love. You could have been calling in something, right? Calling a soulmate. Excuse me. You don't feel like you have any communication, and my throat doesn't want to open. You don't have the right kind of communication with this new person that's coming in. They're kind of throwing themselves at you. That's the way it feels. Okay? You're not really there. right? You're just, I don't know. It doesn't mean that they're not attractive. It just means that they're not attractive the way you're used to having attractive. You might find that they're a little over spontaneous for your energy. They're kind of, you know, too outgoing right now, right? If you're just kind of in this place, even, some of you are even going through some kind of spiritual healing, maybe, spiritual journey, being in transition mode, and you're just kind of like, where did you come from? I don't know if I even want to deal with this. And if you're just releasing an ex or getting over someone, you're like, I don't want to deal with this. I'm just worried about my kids, my life, my work. And they do. They see you as just kind of pulled away. They want you as they're highly attracted to you. I mean, they see you as the queen of cups. So they do see you as, they super adore you. I mean, to be seen as the queen of cups means I adore you. That's what it means. So they do adore you. But I just don't see, you're just not really feeling this is your manifestation. You don't feel this is your wish come true. For some of you, it could have just been, it was so fast that they came through that you didn't feel like, you know what, this came on so fast. And I do feel like with them being that type of energy, that fire energy, they are moving quick. Being too flirtatious, too fast, this, that, and the other, and you're just kind of, I think you're kind of drawn away from them. But it does say throughout time, the situation will change the more that they keep pushing, the more you're going to find trust with them. And it could even be a trust issue. If you're coming out of a really bad relationship, you're like, I don't even know if I trust anyone right now. So everybody's story is a little bit different, but you do have your own personal belief system over here. You do, it's like, and they see this, like you're grounded to what you believe. You don't want to have, you're not ready for blind faith. They're ready for blind faith. You're not ready for blind faith. You're not ready to just jump, into something foolish, which is crazy because this is a foolish card, and you may say they're the fool in love, right? With the fool. That's crazy. They're coming up with the fool, and you have the high priestess upside down, or the Hierophant, upside down, saying, I'm not into foolish games. I'm not into, I'm not into foolish love. I'm not, and here they are, the fool. That's crazy. So you could feel this is, they're acting a fool about love, and I'm just not feeling it, right? So it's kind of, but it is kind of crazy because it does say trust in this situation and trust in this person. They actually have things to offer. But yes, there it is, yin and yang. You just feel like they're way different from what anything, I've ever gone after. That's why you need to get to know each other. We have differences that are so different that, my personal beliefs is not even your personal beliefs. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like we're really connecting. I don't feel like we really have the connection. But this person really wants the commitment. They're going to be committed enough to really try, right? To really try to give you this love. They really adore you. They really want you to give this a chance with them. Please give me a chance. And that's the whole thing of this whole story is you're not really feeling like you really want to give them a chance. Maybe you feel that they're a little immature too with the fool. The foolish, immature, let's jump, do things together. And you're over here like healing in the garden saying, I don't know, I'm kind of working on myself right now, right? But this person has a lot of creativity and a lot of fun because they're the fool. They have a lot of creativity and a lot of fun that needs to be had. But you first have to get out of, they do have things to offer that you would love to have, things that you've actually manifested in the past. It's just that right now you're just not feeling it, right? And the way that they're kind of coming off, you could just kind of think that they're the Joker, right? Maybe they're blasting off funny jokes, doing things like that. And I don't know, you just kind of not feeling it. It's really kind of crazy, but it does say that your guys' relationship will improve in the near future. Within the next few weeks, if you guys are together now and, they're doing this, and you've gone on a few dates or whatever, and they're in your energy, but, you're like, yeah, you're my new love, you're my new connection, right? But I'm kind of pulling away from you, right? But you'll realize that it will get stronger and better within the next couple of weeks as you get to know each other. Something's gonna happen where they're gonna catch your attention. They're gonna do something to catch your attention. To where you're gonna want to try, yeah, you're gonna want to try a little harder. Yeah, they've got some options and more wishful thinking. They're just holding on to wishful thinking, but they're definitely wanting to give this, could be some kind of celebration or something that they're taking you out to, right? Some kind of party or something, but they definitely catch your attention, in the next couple of weeks. You're going to kind of see them in a different light than what you're kind of seeing them now, which is, very interesting. And this does happen throughout time. They could be taking you to a festival, doing something fun, going to a celebration. You're celebrating doing something, and you're kind of like, okay, as they're weighing all these options, you're like, okay, let's go. But then something's different. Something happens. You see them in a different light. You realize that, you know what? I guess, maybe I should have given them another try. Yeah. Rainbow Reviver. Realizing this person is really fun, and you know what? You're finding that you are a little more compatible than you thought you were. Where you didn't feel a connection, and you're just like, I don't feel a connection. Right? Because you're so different. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to deal with this. Then all of a sudden you go out and you guys are doing something, and you're realizing when you're out together doing whatever this is, you're realizing you are more compatible than you thought you were. This has a really strange twist. So it's kind of like, how did all of a sudden the person that I didn't really want to give any chance to, just all of a sudden be the type of person that we're now really getting along? See, and it's saying your boundaries are dropping. Oh, maybe that's it too. Got yourself so tight, you're not really letting anyone in. Kind of like, I want love, but I'm so tight. I got my heart tied up. I'm not allowing my heart to open. Yeah. And then for those of you who haven't, this person hasn't come in yet, they're coming in, within the next few weeks. Give or take, time is fluid, but it is kind of interesting. This is a very interesting reading. I don't think I've ever had a love reading like this ever in my whole life. And I mean, I've done this since I was 12 years old. Not so much love readings. Probably not until I was about 19 or 20, but real love anyways. But I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like this. Usually if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's like I'm packing my shit and I'm out, right? We're done. But this one's actually saying by giving them a chance and really getting to know them, actually giving them a chance to know, right? And if you guys know that it's vice versa, that it's them doing that to you, take it how it resonates, because it could definitely be them, right? Closing themselves off to you. It doesn't have to be one way or the other, because the way the energies intermix. If you're putting all your heart and soul out to trying to get this person's attention, and they're just closed off to you, not giving you a chance. And I mean, you have to understand how frustrating that is, right? You have to understand their frustration, because now you would have to see it in their point of view. And maybe in the end you will, because they really do adore you, and they're really trying their hardest over here to show you how much, they want to, be with you and try. So guys, just think of it, if it was you, and if it is you, it's very frustrating, because it's like, man, I really like you, and you're not giving me any room or any chance. You just see me however, and and it's like, man, you're not even trying. You're not even trying. Like, will you give me a chance? So you guys, please, 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 if you know it's you, think of it as the other way around. Because this person really likes you, and they really are trying to come towards you. And it's just like you're so close, right? But if we see it from the other person's point of view, it's kind of like, well, shit, you might be right. Because, yeah, Spirit says there's a lot of abundance that can happen. It doesn't mean that it's the one you're going to marry. It doesn't mean anything. It means that, you know what, this is the time to be able to heal, be in a connection, get some fun out of life, feel the love and the adoration that this person wants to give to you, even if it only lasts a couple of months, right? It's good enough to heal the soul because of the what? Rainbow Reviver. This person might only just be given to you to heal you so that you can get on to the next relationship. It doesn't mean you're going to marry them or anything, but they are reviving your soul for the creativity to have some fun where somebody else probably destroyed you. It could be a temporary soulmate coming in, okay? Literally, right? But this guy says, you know what, I just want a date. Look, he's giving you flowers. I just want a chance. Or you, right? So even cross-watcher watching, you know, whoever it is, you know, guys, go out, give them a chance. But it says it'll be fine in the end for the majority of you. Right? Oh, guys. Give me a chance to show you what I can do. Because, you know, even though they're a little foolish, you know, and you can say, you're the fool, you're the joker, you know, I don't know if I want to do that. What you're going to find out is they're very creative and they're very fun, and they bring this spontaneous type of life back into you. Where you think that they're just, you know, this silly whatever. They probably are. But, you know, it just feels like they're going to revive your soul. They're going to make you feel, yeah, they're really courting you. They really, you know, you're going to find that you feel alive again. In a different way. You know, and that's the thing, though, right here. It's going to be so different because of the yin and yang. It's like, I don't know if I want that. This person seems like a fool. Fool at heart, right? They could be a little younger, and that could be a real turnoff, too. You know, maybe that's where the attraction isn't coming from. I don't really date younger people, right? You're cute, but I'm not really that attracted. You know what I mean? Or the attraction could just be the fool-hearted side, too. It doesn't always have to be physical. It could be something within them where you just feel like they're, you know, they're a firecracker. Definitely a firecracker. Definitely a firecracker. But they're trying so hard to get into your family room. I know that sounds sus. They're trying so hard to get in your family room. Okay? And you got them in despair. I mean, they're trying their hardest, right? They do. They want that chance, right? They want that chance with you. They're trying everything in the world to give me a chance. And they do. They're really like kind of heartbroken over here because they're just like, you won't give me a chance. And they know it. It's kind of like, okay, we went on a date, we did all that, but then I have to call you or text you because you're, you know, and you're just like unbothered. You see what I'm saying? Then something spontaneous happens. Boy, something spontaneous happens. And then you're like, okay, you know what? That was actually a lot of fun. I think we will do some dating. They're like, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it brings in a change. Look at that. The overall card for the reading is the change. Is the overall change because of the celebration, because of the way that things went, the way that it traveled, right? And kind of, and it is. It's going to be you thriving and arriving to a new cycle within your life because of this person. Like I said, this person probably will not last very long within your life. For the majority of you, it's going to be one of those spontaneous things, but it definitely is going to be so different. I don't think you'll ever forget this person in your life. This will be one of those moments where, you know, you're like, and then I dated this guy once or this chick once. They were so, you know, crazy. You know, they just, you know, they celebrated life. I mean, that's really what he's doing. He's spontaneous. She's spontaneous. And I don't think this person is, you'll ever forget this person. Because then all of a sudden, like I said, you'll find out you guys actually have a lot more in common than you thought. Right? Once you actually get to know them. Okay, guys. And that was it. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.